so much tradition getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Kicker Chris Boswell has it ready to go, and we are underway from Pittsburgh. And this is not going to wind up anywhere near the landing. Zone, so this will be blown dead, and they'll move it up to the 40.
Drill, 52. Come on, ready.
Jacobs going to try the middle, and nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Fight, 97.
Short throw, he's got Kraft. Look at the big man rumble. Touchdown, Packers. Tucker Kraft, 57 yards. And the Packers go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. McManus's point after is good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Steelers, nothing.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Rodgers now to throw. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
On fourth down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away.
Placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That's excellent.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got him the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And they spent all week in practice and meetings talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts them down in the minds of their opponents.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Ready.
Out of his end zone. Love. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
There's a lot about that play you can easily see coming. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal line, you know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been a safety or even giving up a defensive touchdown.
32. Steal. Ready.
Love from his end zone on third down. That is caught. And he is going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Someone sharp in this game. A touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Now Love. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Here we go.
Love. Able to find his man, Kraft. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. To throw now. Here's Love. And that is incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. On the return, Austin. And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offensive move will go
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That, too.
Now Rodgers. A short one there to Freiermuth. And Freiermuth going to have the Steelers first down as he'll get this out past the 35-yard line.
That's good.
2 yards is the pickup, and that'll be good for a Pittsburgh first.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
To throw, it's Rodgers. That's to the veteran. It's Robert Woods. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second down and 1. Now it's Rodgers. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 34-yard line. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
So into Packer territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 34. Here's Rodgers. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Boy, everything clicking on this drive. He's 4 for 4 now, and that throw, maybe the best of the bunch. This offense is really humming, and they pick up another first down.
Now run straight ahead with Warren. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Just need a yard here. Second and 1. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Got his man. It's caught. For Steelers touchdown. Calvin Austin, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Steelers are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point put through by Boswell. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to bring up third and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And Jacobs, I don't think is going to get there. No, it appears they're going to mark him short of the first. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On 4th down, Love. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
The Packers first down.
Love going to give it up on a touch pass. On this one, he may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
That was a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Here we go, set.
Play fake. Here's Love. Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Derek Harmon able to run him down for a loss of 18 yards, and it will be 4th down as well. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds, and they spotted it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they've got just over 50 seconds to go till halftime, so they can try to put something together if they want. And a good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. Second down coming up. 2nd and 6. Throwing now is Rodgers. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. As they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Rodgers going to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Throwing is Rodgers. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. It's caught at the 10. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can try out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. Boswell's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. Across the formation, he hits Austin. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Every now and then I can speak from experience, because I do know, as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes, because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked, either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
To throw is Rodgers. Got his man, it's Warren. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence. The big plays are out there.
Open man, that's the tight end, Freiermuth. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now Rodgers. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. On play action. Rodgers. He'll find Metcalf. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. 3rd and 7 now.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, the defender was right on him.
And that will be caught, but out of the end zone. Touch the field judge, it's ruled incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Boswell's kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
Now, I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though. 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Off the play fake, Love. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down. Love fires that quickly outside. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. You couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Over the middle, complete. It's Jacobs. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down. They will throw again here with Jordan Love. That's complete to Dobbs. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. Love now. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 27-yard line. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4.
Let's go now. Ready?
Love. To the sideline and incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
2nd and 10.
Here we go. Set. Ready?
Here's Love. Got Dobbs over the middle. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Going back to Love. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Steelers are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were in nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. That is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Rodgers now to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. But such a costly interception. Nearly a pick 6, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop the score.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Level sneak it. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Jacobs will score. Touchdown, Packers. Well, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively because to me, they looked like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4, fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in the tight one. Lucas Van Ness in there on the tackle. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Should rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try to find some targets in the open field, downfield.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he will have the Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him at the backfield any way they can. At that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And they'll hand off to Hull. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. They come up now on 2nd and 2. To throw, it's Rodgers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Man, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Back to throw, Rodgers. He'll let it fly for Austin. And he's got it inside the 10. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Now Hole. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Rodgers to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Now Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Calvin Austin with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead. Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion.
The Steelers will line up for the two-point conversion.
They'll try and run it here. And he is not going to make it. So they won't be able to move this lead up to a touchdown as it'll remain a 5-point ball game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Here we go, set. Ready.
Love. That's taken in by Kraft. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he's taken down inside the 30. 2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now.
Cover 38. Ready?
Firing quickly out wide is Love. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Well, it looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
A little more than 40 seconds to play. Now 2nd and 10. Here's Love. And that one too wide and incomplete. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout.
Down. Yellow. 22 seconds.
Now Love. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And the Packers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Here we go, 1st and goal.
Ready. Set.
Love looking to throw it. They'll roll him out right. Toward the pylon, caught. 2nd and goal from the 1. And they'll get the spike off with 6 seconds to go.
On the set.
This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal.
Set. Set.
One last shot now for Love. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Charles, that drive was perfect, methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive, because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
Love. That's caught at the line. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they've upped their lead to 3. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. One final try for Rodgers. We've seen this before. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. A fun, close ball.